Hello, Magic Casters of all shapes and sizes. My name is Chance. Welcome to my Spellbook, and thank you so much for tuning into the 6th episode of our 3rd level spell series. This is one of my all-time favorite spells, and it is featured in tons of well-known D&D campaigns and podcasts. Today we're taking a look at Blink. This spell is usable by the Sorcerer, Wizard, and the Artificer, and it is found in the good old Player's Handbook, which is incredible because it means we all have access to it. Now let's take a quick look at some of its mechanics here, and let's get started. The effect at a glance reads as followed. At the end of each turn, roll a d20. On an 11 or higher, you appear in the Ethereal Plane. At the start of your next turn, you appear within 10 feet of where you disappeared. The cast time is 1 action, the range is self, the duration is 1 minute, and I'd just like to point out, one of the best things about this spell is it is not concentration. Hallelujah. The components are verbal and somatic, and the school is Transmutation, which is, it's fine, it's fair. Now let's take a quick look at its full description here and better flesh out this spell. Roll a d20 at the end of each of your turns for the duration of the spell. On a roll of 11 or higher, you vanish from your current plane of existence and appear on the Ethereal Plane. The spell fails and the casting is wasted if you are already on the plane. At the start of your next turn, and when the spell ends, if you are on the Ethereal Plane, you return to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within 10 feet of the space you vanished from. If no unoccupied space is available within that range, you appear in the nearest unoccupied space, chosen at random if more than one space is equally near. You can dismiss this spell as an action. While on the Ethereal Plane, you can see and hear the plane you originated from, which is cast in shades of gray, and you can't see anything for more than 60 feet away. You can only affect and be affected by another creature on the Ethereal Plane. Creatures that aren't there can't perceive you or interact with you unless they have the ability to do so. I really love this spell. I just want to say I think it is fantastic. I love the way it works mechanically, and I love the way it works thematically as well. It essentially nullifies damage for a whole round, realistically. That's assuming, of course, they don't have ways to affect you on the Ethereal Plane, and there are quite a few spells that can, but they're usually of higher level and higher caliber, and not to mention, no matter how you look at it, they're gonna need a magic item, some kind of special sense, or a spell like Detect Invisibility in order to actually really do anything to you. So I think it's a pretty safe bet to assume that you're relatively safe. I also think this would make a fantastic cursed item, something that would just randomly rip you from the Ethereal Plane if you ever failed an ability check or anything like that. I think that'd be kind of fun to play around with. Needless to say, this is also a great thing to give your BBEGs, just in case the party really starts actually defeating them sooner than you'd like them to. This is kind of a great plot device to get them out of there. That being said, let's move on to some alternative uses here and kind of talk about the spell a little bit more. So I think a fantastic way of using this is to get away from people. Basically, it lets you teleport, right? You just randomly appear and then within 10 feet, right? Because of that, you can kind of bypass certain obstacles and even people to get to a safe location. I think that's pretty cool. This is especially useful if you combine it with something like Misty Step, for example, would be great. Or something of that like. This is also a great way of singling out a particular target, get right in front of them, lay some damage on them, and then potentially disappear until your next turn, then continue that process. I think that'd be pretty neat. This is also a great way to handle being outnumbered. If you're outnumbered and you continually succeed on your blink roll, you really don't have to worry about it. You can take them all out one by one. I think that's pretty damn cool. That being said, if you have any alternative uses, ideas, thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, or stories, please put it down beneath in the comment section. I really do appreciate it. Also, if you like that cool hand-drawn gnome and you'd like your own hand-drawn D&D character, please check out the guild hall to figure out exactly how to do that. That being said, I hope you have a wonderful day, and as always, happy casting.